you don't really know what's going to happen.
We want to make sure that everyone can be chasing that American dream.
Sometimes the only way to succeed is just to not give up. Now they know the other side. All right, Mike. We're finally doing it, buddy.
17 long months later. I don't know where I was going with that, so let's try it again. Go for it. This is going to be fucking rough, dude. It's like trying to film with you doing your fucking Russian accents.
Now I'm realizing why we never did this. We're trying to start, we're 30 seconds in, and you're already throwing out numbers like 17.
Yeah, I don't know.
It literally has nothing to do with anything, but that's what I like about talking to you. It's fun. It's unpredictable. You don't really know what's going to happen.
We don't, but go for it. Let's try it.
But we're really starting a podcast. Like, this is something we're actually doing. I'm really excited about it. It's
I am
fun.
too. Yeah, long time coming. It's finally our time.
Yeah. I mean, we got so much dumb stuff to say. We figured maybe people would want to listen to it every once in a while.
There's some things I see on TikTok and social media where I'm like, if they can do it, why can't we?
Yeah, that's how I feel about most people when I see like cooking things.
Yeah.
And then I realize that when you get the elements, they're not already measured out in those perfect bowls, and it just gets a lot harder than you think it is.
And that's what editing's for.
Oh, okay. Well, that we can learn about.
Yes,
we can learn about that
you
together.
Can edit this right now.
He could, exactly.
Whole new frame.
Exactly.
You don't even know.
Yeah. Next thing you know, you're Superman. It's great.
Exactly.
So a podcast, it's called The Other Side.
Correct.
So welcome to The Other Side.
Thank you.
And the idea here is that everybody has a story, but we only get to see the story that people present.
Correct.
And in the world of social media, in the world of the internet and websites and all stuff, we obviously present ourselves in the way that we want to be perceived, or as much as we possibly can. But in the reality of business ownership, there's always like another side of the story. It's never just the successes that people see or that we present to people. A lot of times there's a lot of difficult days and a lot of like T's in the road and big decisions that happen in order to get the people to where they got to go. So the other side, the context of it is, yeah, we see all this cool, great stuff that you did.
Yeah.
But like, what's the other side of the story?
Everyone's got another side.
Yeah, absolutely. What do you think is your better side?
Ooh, my better side? I actually feel like I typically don't want to be judged too much because I don't really care about other people's opinions. So I like to show what I want to showcase. But at the same time, I do like getting the feedback because I don't want to just present myself as someone fake. So
Totally.
It's nice to be able to have this opportunity, this platform to be able to just really just be ourselves.
Yeah, totally.
So I think it's time.
I think you do a great job of that too. I think people who know you to be a very authentic person. And I think that's also another reason why like this medium works well for us is because people don't even know that I exist, which is wonderful. It's like my preferred thing. Yeah. And yet at the same time, you're out there, you're vocal, you're like the company, like the face of our company. And you do such a wonderful job of connecting with people. And people just know they're always going to get a real version. And so I think this is going to be good for more people to be able to see that about you and realize that you're not just a fancy meathead.
That is true. And I'm glad that people really do know you are real because I am sick of people saying like, I'm saying you have this business partner.
He never shows up to anything.
No.
He hasn't been to a network, he hasn't been to a networking group in
Like my
3 years.
secret investor that just comes out of nowhere.
Yeah,
I lie to make
exactly
myself
right.
look smart. They're like, there's got to be more to this than just you.
Yeah, you're like, no, I promise there's like a white guy back there. He's
yeah,
wonderful.
plenty of money. Funds the whole thing.
Friends. He's got friends, real friends.
Yeah. So it's nice that people can now see both of or hear both our sides and
yeah, I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. So hopefully people enjoy it. They tune in, and hopefully we'll have some great guests to share what their other side of their journey is, specifically with business and entrepreneurship and things like that. And hopefully we can all be encouraged and find a sense of community and find a sense of belonging and realize that like most people are doing a lot better than they think they are because they only compare themselves to what they see in other people.
Yeah.
But the reality is like we're all on a particular journey together, and if we really knew like everything that went into that person's business or that person's family or their marriage or their relationships that we might idolize, I think the shine would kind of come off it and we realize, oh, we're not like all that different.
Correct. And that was the number one thing I actually found in going into entrepreneurship, coming from like an employee background. I used to think the moment somebody said they owned a company, they were these millionaires.
Yeah,
no
just money.
Yeah,
just fun coupons everywhere.
Yeah, and it was just crazy. So I remember getting into the industry for the first time in networking, thinking, I walked into the room thinking, I'm like, why am I here? Why would anyone want to listen to me? And I'm guaranteeing like at least 80% or if not 90% of those people were thinking the same thing.
Totally, yeah.
And it's just really interesting to know that, to be here now and know that, I'm still the same person I was in the sense of like my character and who,
People would be shocked at how much we don't know.
Yes.
like we're just trying. Like we're just doing what other people won't do, which is like just put yourself out there and be like, I mean, I'll give you an example. Like in our office, a very regular phrase is, I don't know, let's figure it out.
Correct.
I don't know, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, we'll figure it out. It's just like, it's just our company culture almost. That's like, it's not that we think that we're smart. It's just that we know that we don't give up, and we know that we can find the answers. We have a great network of people. Like you've done a wonderful job of building a network of really incredible help. It's like, I mean, I don't know, but like, we'll figure it out. It's just like how we've done 99% of everything. Something's like, I know this one.
Yeah.
And it was like, it's really basic. It certainly wasn't knowing that we had to have like time off, like sick time for people, because we didn't even know that.
Dude, sick time, that was a glorious thing at some point, to be honest. But
one of our employees was like, hey, how much sick time do I have? And what was our answer? Like, I don't think we provide sick
I'm
time.
pretty sure that's illegal. So we had to figure that out pretty quickly.
Yeah, they're like, that's illegal. It's like, oh, okay, well, have as much as you want.
Yeah, so for any HR out there listening, though, we do have sick time. We have a calculator in some people's pay stubs. It is good now, but it was definitely something, another example of something we learned along the journey.
Yeah, there was a time in our business I was like, oh, we need to do that? Yeah, I mean, that's just how things go.
I think we were learning a lot, too, as we grow, that there's all of our employees don't always think like us, and that was the hard part, was to differentiate our mindset and our love for our company from the employees who may not share that depth of love as working. Totally. That was hard for me to understand that.
And they probably won't ever.
Yeah.
Or else they would be us.
True.
Yeah. So let's talk about that.